Members of the head table, the Honorable Orville London, Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, Mr. Oscar Brathwaite, Administrator, Division of Tourism and Transportation, Tobago, Mr. Hugh Riley, the Secretary General of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, Mr. Michael Simmons, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute, Mr. Kelvin Charles, the Presiding Officer, Tobago House of Assembly, Secretaries and Assistant Secretaries of the Tobago House of Assembly, conference presenters and moderators, conference delegates, members of the media, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to the Caribbean Tourism Organization's 7th Tourism Human Resources Conference here in Tobago, which will take place over the next 3 days. My name is Bonita Morgan. I am the Director of Resource Mobilization and Development at the Caribbean Tourism Organization and your moderator for this morning's opening ceremony. And now I would like to invite to the podium Mr. Hugh Riley, the Secretary General of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, to make his opening remarks at this CTO event. Mr. Riley.
Thank you, Bonita. Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, the Honorable Orville London, members of the head table, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I've seen in the audience, and Bonita has assured me, that there are a number of delegates at this conference who come from other member countries of the CTO as well. So thank you all for being here, whether you're local or from elsewhere. I saw in the audience, and I had the privilege of speaking with Maya Leon Pant from St. Eustatius. My good friend, the PS from Bahamas, Harrison Thompson, is here, I know, in his delegation. I heard at least a Bajan accent, at least one of them down in the middle there somewhere. Wherever you're from, thank you so much for being here. It's a privilege and a pleasure to have you with us. So on behalf of the Chairman of the Council of Ministers and Commissioners of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, the Honorable Richard Seeley, and on behalf of the Board of Directors and the management team of the CTO, I bring greetings and the highest regards to you, sir, and we thank you for your gracious hospitality and for your usual warm welcome to Tobago. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here, celebrating our freedom to travel and the right to assemble in this beautiful island to discuss issues that directly impact our livelihood. May we continue to enjoy this privilege even as we monitor and tackle the challenges that threaten to disrupt the smooth flow of travel across the world. As the tourism development entity for the Caribbean, the CTO's responsibilities cover a wide swath of territory, literally and figuratively, from Bermuda to Belize, from Turks and Caicos to Trinidad and Tobago. We offer the essential services which a destination needs in order to be successful at tourism. In addition, we provide scholarships, language training, internships, curriculum guidance, and teacher training in tourism. And because the CTO does all of that, one of the questions we are often asked, particularly by young people, is, where are the jobs in tourism? Well, at an HR conference, we can certainly expect to hear that question as well. And we know, you and I know, where the tourism jobs are. Of course, they're most certainly in frontline occupations like aviation or the accommodation sector and food and beverage and airport management, but they're also in marketing, event management, research, law, accounting, information technology, product design, architecture, and a wide variety of entrepreneurial pursuits. tourism is the business of creating and delivering memorable experiences to people who've left their own environment and have gone to great lengths to share our space and break bread with us. How we manage that is entirely within our control. There is no limit to the ideas involved in turning those strangers and their friends into our friends forever. Now, as a people, we must use our imagination to apply the tools available to us to deepen and strengthen our stake in this industry. Our own creativity will produce new jobs. We're honored to share some thoughts with you at this conference, and Bonita Morgan and her team, working closely with the Honorable Tracy Davidson Celestine and her team. I saw earlier the chairman of the organizing committee for this conference. We've all assembled a truly distinguished roster of speakers to help us navigate our way through whatever it takes to achieve high performance in Caribbean tourism in the new networked work environment. Now, whatever your expectations are of the conference, I sincerely hope that we will exceed them and that you will tell us how we did. It is only through your evaluation of our performance that we can constantly improve the quality of the services we at the CTO and we as a region provide to the people of the Caribbean. But while the focal point of the conference is the human resource, as in the workforce, let us not lose sight of the far-reaching power of the people resource when an entire population joins the effort. In short, we are all, every single one of us in the Caribbean, involved in this industry in some important way. The minute we accept that tourism is the business of the Caribbean, that tourism delivers the foreign exchange that services our debts, that develops our infrastructure, that educates our citizens, that improves our lives, that drives our economies, then we must accept our responsibility to take turns at being in the driver's seat. Our challenge, therefore, is to do whatever we must as a people to deliver a superior experience to our visitors, to be better hosts than our competitors. And we know that we can. We know we can do this. Even though every major developed country is now involved in the tourism industry, we can win at this. Caribbean people are fierce competitors. We know how to win. As a region, we must look at it this way. When we speak of being great hosts, we're not only speaking of frontline workers in the tourism sector. When we speak of being custodians of our environment, taking responsibility for protecting our assets and keeping our countries safe and clean, we can't only be talking about asking the government to do those things. When we speak of matching the right visitor to a specific product, we're not simply referring to locking a guest in a physical facility and keeping them there until it's time to head back to the airport. That's not what it's about. When we boast about the tremendous hospitality of Caribbean people, we are certainly not only looking to the tourism workforce to deliver that experience. We must, in fact, prepare our entire populations to be great hosts, simply because the contact which our visitors have with any of us can have a profound impact on the quality of the vacation experience we deliver. Tourism is our collective responsibility, and everyone can help to drive this industry. Think of it this way. Now, any of us who has encountered teenagers in our home will understand this, and you understand the absolute fear we experience when our nice car is parked in the driveway and we hear that dreaded question, "Dad, where are the keys?" See, our teenager is now about to take our car out for a spin. And of course, we let them. We naturally must make sure that they're prepared for the task at hand, but We let them drive. That's what CTOs events such as this are attempting to do, to prepare our populations for the task at hand. And because in the Caribbean, tourism is truly the engine that runs our economies, everyone has the responsibility to say, give me the keys, I want to drive. Thank you for your attention.